Today, I'm at the seaside, at one of our most famous resorts on the northwest coast of England. It's been popular with visitors for over 150 years. Generations of holidaymakers have been here, seen it, and bought the postcard. Probably a saucy one. It's as British as fish and chips, and as bold as brass.
There are some locations that speak for themselves, but there are others that prefer to shout right in your face. And this is one of them. So, welcome to Blackpool!
And Blackpool does welcome millions of visitors every year. When it comes to views, it's the locals who know it best.
Welcome to Blackpool Tower.
Admiring the view?
Admiring the beautiful view.
This is where I like to switch off a little bit.
Take it all in.
But when it comes to one view of Blackpool, I'm on my own. Don't know what he's laughing at. It's not that funny. On my journey around the country looking for the best of British views, I've seen a sight or two. Scenery that can make your jaw drop, leave you breathless, or simply lost for words.
It's a view and a half, isn't it? It certainly is.
Some views have been heartbreakingly beautiful. Others were leg-breakingly rugged. But today, I'm in a seaside town that's record-breakingly popular. It's on a fylde coast in the northwest of England. You might have heard of it. It's called Blackpool.
Now, just in case you're wondering how Blackpool ended up on a list of great British views, let me tell you. This tower behind me is one of the most recognised landmarks anywhere in the country. And the Golden Mile, where I'm standing, is visited by millions of tourists every year. Blackpool's big, it's bold, it's brassy, and feels no need to apologise for that.
Blackpool's motto may as well be "Variety is the spice of life," because that's exactly what it provides for its millions of visitors. Variety and spice.
Mix! There is just so much to see in Blackpool. There's the piers, the casinos, the amusement arcades, the roller coasters, the guest houses, the fish and chips, and above it all, that amazing tower.
The Blackpool Tower is a landmark that can be seen for miles and gives the resort a unique look. So where better to start for a wider view of this seaside resort? Ever since it first opened in 1894, people have been going to the top of the tower for a panoramic view of Blackpool.
Very nice. 6th floor, hosiery, haberdashery, household items. 5th floor, children's carpets and toiletries.
Amazing. Every gird and every rivet at the turn of the century by Victorian engineers and workers and labourers. Every darn bit of it's amazing. Whoa!
Hello,
Hi there.
Rory. Hi, I'm Kate. Welcome to Blackpool Tower.
Admiring the view?
Admiring the beautiful view.
This is quite an office you have here.
It is. This is our brand new skywalk area.
How high?
380 feet this, but we're quite safe. It's 5 centimetres thick and triple laminated. So.
Don't do that. That's really unkind.
No, we're completely safe, I promise you.
I'm okay with heights, but there's just things you just can't tempt fate that
Yeah,
way.
no, okay. But yeah, a marvellous view of our comedy carpet on the promenade.
Lovely.
And then up to the north you can see Fleetwood and Cleveland, and then to the south we've obviously got Lytham and St Anne's and Southport over there.
And the 3 piers.
And the 3 beautiful piers, North Pier there.
It's fantastic. You can just do Blackpool from here.
You could do Blackpool from here, yes.
You've got so much to see in this tower.
Yes, we have. We've got lots to see, and I've got more to show you upstairs.
Okay, lead on.
Okay.
Wow.
What does she mean upstairs? Isn't this high enough? Apparently not. Blimey, it's a bit of a draft. Looks like the weather's taken a turn for the worse.
So welcome to Blackpool Tower.
You know, I'm not normally...
On a windy day.
I'm not normally scared of heights.
No.
But I might make an exception. This is This is proper high, and
It
it's
is.
very breezy today.
It is very breezy today.
Is it moving or is it me?
It moves a little. Yes, it does move a little, but it's quite safe. So we're at 430 feet now at this point. This is a part that the general public don't come to, so it's great for you to be able to see it today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. No irony there.
It's proper kite flying weather.
It is kite flying weather. The thing I love about it, this building, this structure's been here for 118 years, and we're here today. It's just, I feel very proud to be part of Blackpool Tower. Even though I'm the general manager, I feel like a custodian because it's such a beautiful building. The weather's not on our side today, but you can see on a clear day, Cumbria and Morecambe Bay. We can see over to the Isle of Man, and then south we can see Southport and Liverpool.
How many clear days a year? Right.
Lots, Rory!
I feel like I'm on an oil rig today. Where did all this come from? The idea of having a tower this tall in Blackpool?
Well, it was basically related to the success of the Eiffel Tower. There was a company that wanted to construct towers in various parts of the UK, but it never quite came off at Blackpool. So a local businessman, Sir John Bickerstaff, he managed to get the investment from local towns within Lancashire and basically got it off the ground, and we've ended up with this marvellous structure today. When they launched the tower, a journalist said to Sir John Bickerstaff, what's the foundations of Blackpool Tower? And he said, bales of cotton, laddie. Obviously meaning that he got the money from the mill owners, obviously, which had profited from cotton. But there was an urban myth for a while, and people actually do still ask me, is it built on bales of cotton? I can assure you it's not.
Oh, that's good to know.
And did they live to see it finish? Because
yes.
It took how long to build? It took...
The foundation stone was laid in 1891, and the tower was launched in 1894, the 14th of May 1894, so we're 118 years old this year.
It is the most incredible...
It's just great to think, 118 years ago, people that were coming to Blackpool for the holidays would have just been blown away by the sight of this marvellous building.
Oh, I really wish she hadn't said blown away.
How many visitors do you get?
To Blackpool Tower as a whole, nearly 1 million a year. People use it as analogies. Oh, it's as tall as Blackpool Tower or whatever. So everybody's got some either knowledge of it or they hopefully have been.
It takes a lot of maintaining.
It does, a lot of maintaining. We have a team of engineers on site all the time that are permanently working on the structure, and the process that they use, it's very sophisticated. They use high pressure water jets and they blast the steel, so they get the paint right off so it goes back to bare steel. If the steel is fine, they repaint. If it's shot, then they replace and splice a new piece of steel in.
It does feel reassuringly solid.
I'm told by the engineers that Blackpool Tower is over-engineered, so it's basically impossible for it to come down.
Oh, now I really wish you hadn't said that.
And I read somewhere that if it collapsed, if it were ever to collapse, it would fall into the sea.
That is true.
Oh, that's all right then. At least you get a splash landing, if it fell that way, of course. Just to distract me from the thought, I'll show you Kate's favourite view. Here it is. The view from the tower. The nice, strong, reliable tower. The one that's definitely not going to fall down.
We've got something planned very special that you're going to be very pleased about.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Ooh, whatever it is, I hope it's a little bit brighter and a whole lot warmer. Uh-oh, I take it back. Apparently I'm auditioning for Flashdance.
Oh my goodness.
We're at 312 feet now, and I'm going to hand you over to Anne, one of our engineers.
Right, okay. You're not coming with me?
I'll leave this one to you, Rory. Okay.
Don't like heights at all.
Right, we're going to go through some steel repairs that we're doing on a day-to-day basis to hopefully bring the tower back to its original state.
Brilliant, it's a real treat, thank you.
Walk this way.
Okay, so this bit here.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if you want to have a look, I've already welded the back side.
Sounds painful.
You start at the top, on this side, it's a straight weld, so it's relatively easy.
She's a maniac, I know.
Try and push your hand in a little bit more.
What's that? Still got to join
You
there.
don't really want to bring the camera around here. I don't know, never send a man to do a woman's job.
Oh, everyone's a comedian. That reminds me, Kate mentioned the comedy carpet. That's it down there. You can just see it. It's a roll call of famous comedians through the years, celebrating the fact that Blackpool loves a laugh. I blooming hope I'm on it.
Now here's a funny thing. Here in Blackpool, right opposite the tower, the home of Saturday Night Ballroom, the catchphrase of the king of Saturday Night, Bruce Forsyth. Nice to see you, nice.
Take a look at that. Now for a game of Spot the Comedian. Good game, good game.
And this really makes me smile. It's impossible to spend 20 minutes here and not laugh at the catchphrases and the great pieces of comedy writing that are immortalised here on this paper. There's all these names as well, people that I've laughed at, people that enjoyed, people who influenced me, people who were childhood heroes, and people who I've worked with as well. And their names are all here. Michael Benteen, Alan Bennett, Rowan Atkinson, Stanley Baxter, great childhood hero of mine. John Bird, Christopher Biggins, Danny Boy, Victor Borger, Jen Bowen. What's the cast of this net? So wide, because they managed to sneak me in as well. I'm between Russell Brand and Bernard Brestol. There we go, I'm the ham in that sandwich.
Well, someone was going to say it. After the break, I indulged my sweet tooth with a bit of rock and roll.
You have got seriously amazing fingers. Your wife usually says that.
What a carry on. And continuing along that theme, I get a big hand on my entrance at the Tower Ballroom. And who wouldn't with an organ like that? Oh, stop messing about.